Hi, I realised a couple days ago that it's been 6 months since I saw Dan and Phil live and I still never made a video about it. I definitely did try. There was 2 videos that I made that failed and I didn't like them and I just kind of gave up on it, so I just trashed them both and now I'm going to try it one more time, and if this doesn't work then I guess the video was never meant to be made. Today I'm going to be telling my experience at Interactive Introverts Dublin, May 30th, 2018. That's a mouthful. So the actual getting the ticket was actually pretty easy. It took me a little bit of time, not long. I literally got the ticket in about 3 seconds. I got row B, seat 23. I was a VIP ticket. But fast forward to the actual day of Interactive Introverts, I had to get on a train to get to Dublin. I live about 3-4 hours away from Dublin, so it was going to take some time. I realised that when I got on the train that I was feeling incredibly sick. I felt like I wanted to throw up everywhere and just spill out everything inside of my body, so I just did not eat that day because I was scared. Imagine going up to meet Dan and Phil and saying, "Hi, it's so nice to meet you." Get sick all over them. I ended up eating half a wrap because I knew if I ate nothing I would probably just fall apart and die. I arrived at the venue pretty early. I think I was there about an hour and a half maybe before the actual show. So I was standing there, I was waiting by myself. My mom sat beside me because she didn't want to leave me because I was going to throw up everywhere. I'm already really pale, but I was even more pale because of how sick I felt. So I was just sitting on the curb with my head down in my lap and I looked awful. I saw my friend up a little bit more than me and I ran up to her because I was like, "Hello, friend." And my mom left me and was like, "Okay, like just take care of yourself." So we were standing there for about 10, 15, 20 minutes and eventually the people came out telling us to come in, get our tickets ready, and that we were about to meet Dan and Phil. Everyone around me was so excited and nervous. I was definitely like nervous, but the only thing that I was nervous about was actually throwing up or passing out. We were going in and we were getting our wristbands put on and everyone was like,
"Oh my god, I can't believe I'm meeting Dan and Phil. What am I going to say?"
and I was in the corner like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I'm gonna pass out right now." I don't want to say anything to anybody around me because I was kind of talking to a couple people, but I was like, if I say right now that I'm gonna throw up everywhere, I don't want to ruin their experience, but I also don't want to ruin my own. So I decided to just stay quiet. I definitely said a couple things like, "Oh, I feel a bit sick," and they were just saying, "Oh, you might just be a little bit nervous," or "Are you excited?" And I was like, "Yeah, yeah." And now when I look back, I wasn't actually excited at all. I was just terrified. It definitely could have been nerves that I was feeling deep down. I couldn't feel them because I thought I felt sick, but I was actually really nervous about meeting Dan and Phil. I wanted to meet them for so long. I went to the Tatanoff show. I missed getting VIP tickets. I was just in the crowd, but I still had an amazing time. So this time I was like, if I don't get VIP tickets, I'm not going to go in general because I don't want to spend my money if I'm not meeting them because I've already done that before. But when I got the VIP ticket, I knew I was going and I was going to meet them. And then it was just when I was in that position, I was like, oh my god, like it's happening, but I feel awful. We got brought into this room that was basically at the back of the actual theatre. We were all standing around this like circle thing and everyone was just waiting. There was a white thing up here, so that was obviously where Dan and Phil were going to come in, and then we were just sitting there waiting for them to come out. The meet and greet was supposed to start at 4. It started around 20 past 4. I got a Snapchat. They came out, I got that stuff on video, so if I can find that video I will put it here. Pretty high up in the line. There was about 20, maybe a little bit more people ahead of me, and then it was me and my friend, and then we were just waiting to go up and get ready. There was a little thing in the corner that you could put your letters or your presents down. I just put a little letter in. I just wanted to kind of write a little bit of a story, a little thing about me and them, and a story about, okay, that sounds like a fan fiction. I meant as in like a story about like how I started watching them and things that I've been through in my life that they helped me with or stuff like that. So I dropped the letter there and then I was the next one to go up. My friend had gone up, she was taking photos with them. They had great photos, it was so cute. And then it was my turn. Just before I was going up, I felt throw up happening inside of me. You know when you get really angry at yourself because you're in a position where like if you get sick, like everything is ruined. You're about to put on a gig, you're about to talk in front of your whole class, or you're about to meet your biggest idols. Yeah, it wasn't fun. So I decided that it was time for me to shut up, to get in there and just to not think about it. It was a type of sick that it made me feel like it was so hard to talk. It was like, I just need to get sick and everything will be better. I went in, they were standing right in front of me and I just walked up and went, "Hi," and they were like, "Hello," and then they just been on lively and cute and great, and I was just like, in the moment, the first thing that I thought before I went in was, if you think about being sick, you're gonna get sick. So I just forgot that I was sick. We had a little chat, then I got my meet and greet photos. I got a photo with Dan. I look like his child. I got a photo with Phil. Thanks for making it blurry, bitch. And I got a photo with the two of them. Okay, this one's like actually cute, thanks. It was really fun, and I actually really enjoyed my time meeting them. I wouldn't change it for the world. I wouldn't change how I was feeling for the world, because I think the sick story kind of makes it a story. And I have to say, I was so nervous about meeting them and seeing them live, and like, actually I don't know what to say, like I don't know what to do, I don't know how to be a human, so I was a bit worried about it. But then I realized that as soon as I was in the position and in front of them, conversation came really easily. It was literally just a normal conversation. We were just chatting about things, and it was nice and it was fun. So I left there, and as soon as you walk out, they cut off the little bracelet and they give you a gift bag. Everyone's gift bag is the exact same. It's an interactive introverts bag, and inside of that there's a lanyard. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, a lanyard, right? With like a little thingy that says like interactive introverts and a picture of them. And then there's also, it's like card paper thing that just has a photo of them on it that says interactive introverts, a mini poster. And then as well as that, you also got a bracelet that said interactive introverts. No, I think it said interactive, and then you can flip it and it says introvert. So my camera battery just died. So that was when they allowed us to get merch. I kind of walked over and I picked up 2 of the interactive introverts hoodies. They're just black, and then they have the places written on the sleeves, interactive II here, and then on the back says interactive introverts in big wording. I'm not going to show anything. I'll include photos of me in it because everyone probably knows already what they look like. I picked up 2 because I picked up 1 for myself, and I also got 1 for Robin. She's a blonde one that's in literally all my videos. What happened after that? I left the building. Kady has left the building, okay? Just went straight over and out of it, and over and out. I need to stop saying things that sound like other things. And I just called my mom and I was like, Mom, I feel so sick. I don't know what to do. I just don't know, but like I met that Phil, it was nice, but like now I feel so sick. She came up and she collected me. She was like, are you okay? I was like, no, bitch. So then we left, and I think we went to Penny's, and I think I bought this bag that's out of focus in the background. I really like it. It's so cute. Anyway, so then I just kind of went and I got some food. My mom was like not letting me go back into the show without food because I hadn't eaten all day. So I got to the venue about half an hour before the actual show started. I wanted to get in like early enough, but not too late, because I knew I had my seat anyway, so it didn't really matter when I got in. So I was sitting there, and then 2 people were sitting beside of me. Normally I'm a really nervous person. I don't like talking to people like straight away out of the blue, but at concerts and at shows and stuff, I'm a completely different person. I feel like I'm in the presence of people that I already know, so it doesn't take me long to talk to them. We start talking and we become really good friends. Lara and Kira, you're great. I love you so much. So we were just sitting there, we were chatting, we were talking about the merch, we were talking about our meet and greet, we were also talking about the music that was playing in the background, and then the actual show started. I think for 100% that it was it was completely different than Tatanoff, which obviously it was supposed to be, but in my personal opinion, I actually enjoyed it more than I did with Tatanoff. Tatanoff is obviously kind of like a representation of the past and what they're trying to get rid of in their old brand, and Interactive Introverts is them, and it's just completely 100% them. Definitely a couple bits were scripted, a lot of it was scripted, but it was a lot more relaxed, a lot more about them. You kind of learn a bit more about them other than it being about the fandom. It was them talking about like things that they've gone through, and also talking about things that they find interesting, or like talking about some topics that people want to talk about, and then answering some questions and stuff like that. It was really good and really interesting. I actually felt like I could sleep listening to him, like not because it was boring, but because I was just like in a room and Dan and Phil were just talking, and it was so peaceful. The audience weren't being like extra loud like they were at Tatanoff. It was a lot more like calming audience, and apparently Phil's mom was in the audience too. She was up top. So then there was like a little break in the middle of the show, and I went and I met my friend, and I also met some of my friends before the actual show. When I was going in the first place, I met some other friends and it was nice. We took photos together and it was all fun. These are €40 each, and that's quite expensive, but I love my hoodie. I wear it all the time. It's literally downstairs in the washer now because I wore it yesterday. And that's the end of my Interactive Introverts experience video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, you can like, comment and subscribe to my channel. I also did one when I went to see Tatanoff. It's a lot more cringier than this one, and it's kind of gross, and I actually really hate it. But if you want to watch that, I will link it below, because I know that sometimes I like to watch like Tatanoff videos, and I like to watch Interactive Introverts videos to see what is like the difference and shit like that. I don't know, so I'll link it even though I don't want to. That's it, really. There's nothing else to really talk about. 10 out of 10 show. If you're considering buying it on the Blu-ray disc, or like the thing that they've come out with, I do recommend it if you haven't seen it, or if you have seen it and you want to see it again. I'd kind of like to see it again actually. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and yeah, I hope that if you went to Interactive Introverts you had fun, and if you didn't, then I'm sure you'll meet them another time or sometime. Thanks, and goodbye friends. Goodbye.